On this special Film Rage interview session, we're joined by Rino Mioc, director of Earth to Colby, premiering at the 2026 Calgary Underground Film Festival on April 25th at 3:30 p.m. Rino is an independent filmmaker and producer based in Calgary, known for his combining atmospheric horror with stories that are focused on character. Rino, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very, very much for having me.
It is absolutely our pleasure, and we hope you're going to have a fun time with us. If we're not having fun, then we're usually raging. That's our name of our podcast.
That's okay. Yeah. Two extremes, for sure.
Yes, exactly. There's no in between with us. It's one or the other. So we're going to play a game right now. It's called Or, and we make all our directors play this game. It's super high stress, super high intelligent requirement to play this game.
You better have a towel handy. Wipe that sweat off your brow halfway through this.
I'm drenched already.
All right. Well, usually this is the point where I say, well, I'm always wet, but that's me. Okay, so the object of this, there's no right answer, by the way, and you're just going to choose one of two things, the A or B. That's it. So simple.
Easy. Yeah.
Even Bryce could do it. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Good point, Reno. All right. Una Pizza or Kinjo?
Kinjo.
All right. Paranormal Activity or Blair Witch?
Blair Witch.
Okay. I was going to say there's no right answers, but Blair Witch is the right answer.
Yeah, I do enjoy Paranormal Activity as well.
Okay. So does Bryce. We won't hold that against him either. Okay, David Cronenberg or David Lynch?
That's so close. Probably David Lynch slightly more. Yeah.
Okay.
Go with David Lynch.
There you go. You and Bryce are channeling each other, by the way, today, just so you know.
Incredible.
South by Southwest or Sundance?
Oh, geez. Sundance, slightly.
Okay. All right. And the final question, which is not a pass or fail, possibly. J-horror or Giallo?
Giallo.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite genres, yeah.
There you go. So,
yeah, I love J-horror too, but yeah, Giallo is very special to me.
Okay,
very dear to my heart.
It is special to a lot of people's heart. It's just... It's good. Both of them are good stuff. We're going to put K-horror or J-horror, but then that just throws in a whole mess of messiness. So
yeah.
All right, sir. Let's jump into it. Tell us about Tap Potential Films.
Yeah, Tap Potential Films was a company put together between me, Matt Prazik, Tyler Whalen, in probably it was 2021. I think we put it together, and we just wanted to work together, make some really interesting films, put out our own original stories out there, but also help some other up-and-coming Calgary filmmakers to get their stuff off the ground, which is kind of where the name Tap Potential comes from. We wanted to tap into the potential in our city here. Yeah, just to help emerging filmmakers navigate the grant system and then production, post-production, so on and so forth. And since then, we've had some luck. We've had luck getting funding for numerous short films, and technically Earth to Colby is our second feature for us to actually produce, although the first feature that we shot is still in post-production. So even though we shot it before Earth to Colby, not quite done yet, but we're getting there.
More editing, I take it.
Yeah, more editing. It's been in the post-production thing for a couple of years now, but I think when it's done, it's going to be something really special. I think people are going to dig it. It's called EA. It's a drama about an educational assistant. A bit different from this film. I'd say less fun than Earth to Colby.
we really love heavy dramas, by the way, so we're happy with that.
All right. That's exactly what you're in for then.
Nice. All right. So you're wearing multiple hats as a filmmaker, director, writer, and likely major problem solver on the set. What was the toughest challenge that was presented to you that you had to overcome making this film?
Simply time constraints on a couple nights. Like, you don't really know until you get there, at least like if it's your first time shooting like a larger scope film like this, how little time you're going to have for overnight shoots in the middle of summer in Alberta. Because, like, you know, we get there and it's already a condensed type of shoot. We only shot in like, I think a total 9 days of production to get this feature complete, which is extremely short. But the 2 overnight shoots, you get there, you got to set up for an hour, you got to tear down for an hour, you got to take a nice lunch break, make sure everybody's healthy, taken care of, and you realize you only got like 4 or 5 hours to actually shoot anything, and we're doing like 10 to 15 pages a night. So that was kind of insane. That was the toughest part. Maybe wearing the multiple hats though, and being in control of, at least directly in control of things like the cinematography, would have made that potentially easier now that I look back on it, because I got to immediately see what I was putting together and know that it just like worked out after a take or two, and I was able to comfortably move on. But yeah, time constraints. I hope on the next production that I make, that I get to have a little more time to play around and to dream, like David Lynch would say. Yeah.
You know, there is a doc that is playing at Cuff this year that if you haven't seen it, it sounds like you need to see that one about the guy who goes from Australia who goes to work for his Anchor, isn't it? Isn't
the Asylum?
Asylum, sorry, Asylum.
Yes.
Yeah. I got tickets to that one for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like you might learn how to do a film in, what is it, 5 days or something?
Oh yeah. But yeah, at least with ours, we are trying to make something of quality. Yeah, I am excited for that doc, and yeah, that's just such a crazy production company. The whole concept of their existence is baffling and hilarious to me.
They just got to make money every picture. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So of the characters portrayed in Earth to Colby, which one would you say you personally identify with the most?
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go with Colby on that, because Colby is kind of like a vessel for my artistic practice and my dreams as a filmmaker, and perhaps some pushback that I received growing up of like some people just kind of like not getting what you want to do, and why you're willing sometimes to, you know, have extended times in your life where you're not secure and just taking risks and all that. But it just feels like the right thing to do, and you can't see yourself in any other type of career and so on. So that's kind of what Colby's doing too, but through the lens of paranormal investigation, which her mother in the film absolutely doesn't get. And it causes a lot of tension. Although my parents were fairly supportive people. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, Colby.
That's definitely one of those things. I think if you can do the thing you love as your career, it's great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do they say? If you don't work a day in your life, if that's the case, right? So
yeah,
good for you.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So was the first feature that you guys produced that isn't out yet? Did you direct that as well, or?
That one was directed by Matt, my colleague, and I produced and shot it.
Okay, so what was the inspiration to make like a found footage film as your first feature then?
I guess ever since I was a kid, I was super interested in horror, and I always had these nostalgic memories of just like sleepovers, watching found footage films, and like theorizing things. And I thought found footage is such a genre that's beloved for teenagers and young adults. It's like, why not make one that's actually just like targeted for that? So I am, kind of combining two things here, like safe kind of Goosebumps, Family Channel type horror movies with found footage, and hopefully creating something new out of that. Yeah.
Do you think that, do you know, it's obviously not rated at the moment based on the festival, but what do you think it's going to end up falling out in at?
Yeah, I think it's been approved for a PG rating, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, if you don't know, like, this project was funded by Telestory Hive, and that's kind of their thing. I think their stuff has to be either G or PG, but, they're a very, very supportive funder, and
That's awesome.
very grateful for them.
That's awesome, yeah. And PG, you're going to get a larger audience, right? So.
Yeah, it's an exciting prospect.
Absolutely. I pretty much know the answer to this, but are you looking forward to sharing your film with a hometown audience?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm nervous as hell, but it's just such a, labor of love, and to put it out to so many people and to sit there in the audience and try not to look too much at others and try to focus on the screen, and also the kind of intimidating feeling of potential letterbox reviews and such after the film. It's all very intimidating stuff, but I welcome it. I just want to learn and grow as a filmmaker, and I'm excited to have locals see their hometown reflected on screen as well.
Yeah, people love that. They really do. Like, as you're watching the film, you're like, oh, I know where that is. And oh my God, I know exactly that burger spot. It's so cool. Love it. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Did you find, like, you've made other short films, right? And didn't one of your films make it in Cuff, or was it Matt's film that made it in Cuff before?
We've had a few previous successes with short films in Cuff. Our first student film together was called I Swallow Your Secrets, which is basically built off the same crew that created this film. That was our first experience with Cuff. So basically, like, right out of film school, we got in there, and then later on, Matt had one of his dramatic short films, like a 4-minute thing called Landline, that had some other success as well with CDC and so on. That played Cuff. And then finally, my horror short film, The Makeshift Shrine, which is like a kind of Yuletide, Christmas Eve fun horror thing. Also like Grindhouse influence and all that. But once again, primarily just a good time.
I think we saw that one. Yeah, that was fun.
Sweet.
So tell us about the challenges going from short film to, you kind of already talked a little bit about it, but like there's a huge difference in going from short film to full feature.
Yeah. It's the logistics is like the big thing, and trying to wrap your head around such a longer story and making sure everything makes sense. And then sometimes you get to like post-production and you finally realize that an entire scene that you've had planned from the writing phase doesn't actually really make that much sense. So you cut it. That stuff is obviously a lot more common with a short film, just because it's so much more approachable to wrap your head around such a short concept. But that's the biggest thing, logistics and just keeping everything in track in your mind. And storyboard. Yeah, it's funny. I don't storyboard, but I do shot lists. So
okay.
there is like some form of organization. Yeah,
they don't let your mind go wild with the camera. I'm going crazy.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'd love to do that someday. If somebody gives me like $1 million, I'd love to just play around for 30 days and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's every director's dream.
Yeah.
So the story kind of centers around a vlogger whose online presence grows alongside supernatural events. Were you making a statement more about the influencer culture, or just using it as a narrative device to tell the full story?
I think there is a gentle critique on influencers. Maybe not so gentle, actually, since the antagonist of the film is one of those like YouTube prankster bully type people. I'm not a huge fan of them, so I did want to kind of make fun of them here.
Throw them under the bus.
To be completely honest. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's some nice influencers out there, but its primary purpose is to serve the story of like somebody finding their creative dream and artistic passion, and then like juxtaposing it with people who are just doing it for vain reasons, doing it for basically just more clicks, more subscribers, willing to do whatever, go to whatever lengths, hurt anybody to just like get that viewer count up, versus somebody who genuinely just wants to better their art and dig deeper into what they're interested in. So a bit of both is my final answer.
See why you are channeling Colby then for sure, right? Because that's kind of following your journey as well. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So, as we've mentioned, the film shot in Calgary. How did the local setting influence the tone or mythology of the story?
Yeah. I think I just wanted to show like Calgary in a more like interesting way. I think there are a decent amount of ghost stories in Calgary, and you can find a lot of cool like ghost tours around the city. And it is one of those cities that it's really not that old, but there are a lot of cool finds that if you really dig into it. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to reflect that kind of those little hidden spots that have some like supernatural history here and something more interesting. And yeah, just that kind of contrast of modernity with some older, spookier stuff. Yeah.
Who doesn't like to be spooked out?
All right, so I'm in the audience. I'm watching your movie. The credits roll. What do you hope that I'm taking away from this when all's said and done?
I'm hoping you've learned a lesson about accepting different paths in life and so on and so forth. But maybe most importantly, I just want you to like have fun and be frightened and engaged with the film, and I want you to come out of it caring about these characters and hoping that in the sequel that doesn't exist yet that everything's going to be okay, but without spoiling it, bit of an open ending, I guess.
So did you work with most of these actors before, or was this pretty fresh with them?
Pretty fresh with all the actors. One of them I worked in a different kind of setting before, where I was like a first assistant director on another film that's playing the festival called Camp, and he was a background actor on that film. So we kind of, that's Casey Costin in the film that I'm talking about, and we kind of knew each other a little bit. But other than that, all fresh faces here. Yeah.
Nice.
So, was it tough to find the right people for what you wanted?
No. In my experience with casting so far, it always comes down that there's like either a handful that are really like close and it's tough to choose, or sometimes there is just like that one that is just right for the role. And that's the best feeling when it's so easy. And I feel like it was like that with almost the entire cast here.
Awesome.
I'm just like watching their tapes and they just got it. And then when we got to set, they were just in it and they all knew what I was looking for. And it was just so easy with these actors.
Now that there's an actual casting Academy Award, so maybe did you have a casting director or did you take the role of that? So maybe there's another award you can win.
Yeah, due to the scale of the production, I guess I was casting director.
There you go.
So is my co-producer, Matt.
Throw your hat in the ring for next year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on when this is released, right? Like, if it does the festival circuit, it's not going to be released until next year. So you got 2 years to start amping it up.
Actually, it does have an official release date.
Oh, does it? Oh, nice. Great. Are you allowed to share that?
Is that something you can talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's going on like all the TELUS Story Hive platforms, like on Optic TV and on the. In 2027, it will be eventually on their YouTube channel, but first it goes on their streaming platforms on December 8th.
Oh, okay. Right. So it's making it in this year.
Yeah.
Start working the Academy in your spare time.
Yeah. See what I can do. Yeah.
Okay, so this is our final question. Looking ahead, has this film changed your direction and thought process for the future of your direction?
Yes, I want more time and I want more money for my.
Well, you're the first
time
director.
And money.
You're the first director that's ever told us that.
Yeah. That's the big thing. Like, yeah, it's just there's so much fun and like creativity and just like trying things on set. Even if you've rehearsed and you have the whole thing ready to go and everyone's on the same page, it's still so nice to just have the time to be like, let's do something different on this take. And it just feels really creative and fun and artistic. Yeah.
Not feel like, you know what, I kind of wanted 5 more takes, but I've got 3, so one of them's going to have to do.
Yeah. That's right.
I hear you. So thanks, Rino, for joining us. Please tell our listeners any last words that maybe we didn't ask you, something you really wanted to spew, or where they can find you and how they can find more about you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty friendly and approachable. You can find me at Cuff at the screening. Come up and talk to me after the movie. You can ask me how I did anything, and I'll let you in on it, all my secrets. Follow me on Instagram, so on and so forth. I want to thank my wonderful cast, my wonderful crew, Telestory Hives. I could not possibly have anything else to say.
Are you going to have like a big flashing light? Is this going to be like a way for you to target new directors with your production company?
I think, hopefully, that it does kind of shine a light on who we are and what we do, and that people do feel comfortable just to like reach out to us with their ideas and see if we can work together and make something really creative and really fulfilling and awesome. Yeah.
I really love what you guys are doing with that. I think it's so important to get local Calgary stories out to the world. I think there's so many great ideas that are coming out of the city, and you know, thanks for you and the team for doing this and be groundbreaking in the city. So yeah, congrats to you guys on that. And
thank you so much.
Congrats to getting this film in Cuff. So we know you're gonna have a blast. I'm not sure if you've been to Cuff many times, but you're gonna love it. The people are gonna be so warm to you. You're just gonna have a blast.
I don't know. I go every year. They are wonderful people.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you'll see us there too. And thanks, Ragers, for listening. As a reminder, tickets are available to see Earth to Colby at the Calgary Underground Film Festival, playing Saturday, April 25th at 3 p.m. Make sure to grab your tickets at calgaryundergroundfilm.org before they sell out. But please help us make this sell out. That's it for this special Film Rage interview sesh during Cuff, where you can find out everything about the festival. Again, at calgaryundergroundfilm.org. You'll find some places to find Rino and the team on our show notes for this, including places to buy your tickets. Until next time, Rage on.
Rage on.